The Carpet. Short horror stories collected online by Loch Nessie Monster. A young man was walking down the street late one night as he made his way home. He decided to take a shortcut through a small empty alleyway to save time. As he did, he noticed something lying against the wall. As he inspected it closer, he realized it was a rolled-up carpet propped up against the wall. He noted that it was a rather new, expensive-looking carpet, and it would go well with his new flat. He picked it up and tucked it under one arm and walked the rest of the way home. He left the carpet in the hallway of his flat and decided to open it up and sort it out in the morning, as he was very tired. The carpet had been surprisingly heavy to carry, and it had exhausted him. He went to bed and fell asleep, happy that he had managed to find such a fine carpet for free. The next morning, the man decided to check out his new bargain carpet. He picked up one end of it and shook it out across the hallway. It unrolled, slowly, unraveling and revealing beautiful, exotic patterns, and it spread out across the floor of the hall. The last fold finally unraveled, and the man, who had previously been delighted at how exquisite the carpet had been, froze in shock, staring at it. The stiff, rigid body of an old man had fallen out of the carpet. His skin was pale and tinged with a gray, and a terrible, musty, rotten scent filled the room. Horrified, he ran over to the body, praying it was still alive, but he knew as soon as he set eyes on the old man's face that he had been long dead. The man rushed over to the phone, frantically trying to push the buttons right to call the police, but his fumbling fingers kept messing up. He was trying again when he felt a tap on his shoulder. He froze, the phone falling out of his hand and falling to the floor with a crash. Slowly, very slowly, he turned, his heart thundering in his chest. The old man was standing in front of him, grinning wildly, his yellow and brown teeth gleaming and his putrid breath waving over his face. His greasy hair stuck up around his head in oily tendrils, and his skin had turned cakey and brown with dirt. The young man opened his mouth to scream, but a gritty, ice-cold hand was slapped over his face to keep him quiet. The man nearly gagged at the stinking stench washing up his nostrils. Another grimy hand came to clench over his throat, and the man started yelling, his voice muffled. He scrabbled at the hand that was tightening around his throat as he gasped for air as his windpipe was cut off. The old man started cackling as his face screwed up in pain and tears fell down his face. The man finally collapsed to the floor, still and lifeless. When the police arrived a week later, they found the carpet rolled up neatly and propped against the wall. They were shocked and horrified to find the young man's body placed in the middle of it, his skin gray and dark with bruises around his neck. They scoured the house and searched for any clues or traces from the murderer, leaving him lying on the stretcher, ready for the morgue. The young man's lips twitched. His eyes snapped open, and he smiled.